This conference will now be recorded.
என்ன அதுவும் அதுவும் கரண்டே இருக்கல டீ மட்டும் அப்புறம் சாப்பிட்டு மெதுவா தவிர
Good morning, all. As the participant count is high, I request everyone to unmute their video. Mute their video, as we may face some bandwidth issue. It's better we keep our videos turned off. And you can use the chat box extensively for clarifying your doubts. And if you want any requirement is there, you please use the chat box to communicate. We will start the session in another 1 minute. I request our training administrator, Ms. Aparna, to give the welcome note.
Good morning to one and all. I'm very happy to welcome all participants for today's webinar on exploring MS PowerPoint conducted by Hale Human Capital. Let me brief you about Hale. Hale Human Capital is a leading organization development and training firm based out of Chennai. Established in 2009 with a vision to be a leading organization development OD consulting firm that enhance the level of employee engagement for client organizations by ensuring exceptional customer delight and thereby enabling the prosperity of all our stakeholders. At Hale, we conduct technical, functional, behavioral, personal development, and leadership trainings for corporates and general public. Apart from training, we offer organization development solutions. To name a few, we organize employee satisfaction surveys, compensation surveys, HR audits, competency mapping, PMS, KRA, goal settings, 360-degree feedback, HR process automation, managing HR department for small and medium organizations through a retainer engagement called virtual HR, and recruitment for engineering, manufacturing, healthcare, and IT organization. These are a few HR audit assignments of Hale and some of HR transformation projects done by Hale and few OD interventions of Hale. Here I would highlight that we are associated with the GT Group as virtual HR for past 8 years and a few of our corporate learnings and development assignments. Mr. Rakesh is the founder and principal consultant of Hale Human Capital. He comes with more than 2 decades of experience. He was associated with Cone Elevators, Pentagon Global Solution, Madras Christian College, Ethoram Dell India Private Limited, and Olex Interconnect India Private Limited. Rakesh has done Masters of Social Work, Diploma in Satya Sai Education, Disc Behavioral Training, Thomas Profiling, Green Belt in Six Sigma from QT and T, PCMM certification from KPMG, and Train the Trainer Master Class of Dale Carnegie. He has conducted numerous training programs and developed training modules on emotional intelligence, people management, leadership edge, performance management, interviewing skills, balance scorecard, and competency mapping, etc. Let me introduce the facilitator of the day. Mr. Satish Kumar comes with 23 years of experience in IT training. He is a Microsoft certified trainer and Microsoft Office specialist master. Satish has done masters in commerce, higher diploma in software engineering, diploma in RDBMS, Tally, C, C++, hardware, web designing, Microsoft Project, VB, .NET, VB Macros, Power BI, Power Pivot, Power Query, Viso Essentials, and Advanced, Outlook, OneNote, Flow, Sway, and Digital Marketing. Satish has conducted more than 1,500 in-house corporate trainings, more than 100 public trainings, and trained more than 20,000 participants. He is here today to facilitate the session on exploring MS PowerPoint. Without further delay, I would like to close my note with a positive thought by Henry Ford. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stay young. I'm Aparna, training administrator of Hale Human Capital, with our consulting head, Mr. Ajay Karthik. Wish you all a happy learning. Over to Satish.
Good morning. Thanks, Aparna. Thanks for the introduction. So I believe we can start our session. I'm audible? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, you are audible, Satish. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Great. So as usual, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Right?
It's visible, Satish.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So let us start our session. So welcome to this training program on Microsoft PowerPoint. So today, what are all the topics we are going to see? I think you have already seen the topics, but still let me summarize what are all the topics we are going to see. So first, we are going to see how to create some presentation using some design and templates. Then we are going to see some tips about how to create a slideshows. There are some new features available. Then we are going to see how to import and export data, how to give the headers and footers. Okay, great. So as usual, if you have any queries, don't hesitate, stop me and ask me immediately. This program is going to be approximately 2 hours to 2.5 hours. So if you have any doubts or any questions or any queries in between, don't hesitate. There are 3 methods of asking your queries as usual. One is you can put it on the chat box, and second one is you can raise your hands whenever you have some queries, and the third one is you can unmute and you can ask your queries. I believe the first 2 is fair enough. Whenever you have some queries, you can put it on the chat box or you can raise your hands. And third one, if you have a bigger doubt, you can unmute and you can ask your queries. Right? Great. Excellent. So let us start with the session now. So let me start opening the PowerPoint. I'm going to start a little bit basics, and gradually we will see some advanced feature about this PowerPoint also. The version which I am using here is Office 365. I'm using Office 365. I think it may be vary from participant to participant. Some people may use Office 2007, some people may use 2010, 13, 16, 19. The version may change. No worries, I will explain how this is available in the old version, how this is available in the new version also. Right? So I'm using Office 365. I explain how to do it in the other version also. Great. Let me start with this. Let me start. I will open this PowerPoint. I will go to the start and just I'm opening a PowerPoint file. So I'm opening a PowerPoint. Okay. So this is the advantage in the latest version. in the latest version, whereas since if you are using the old version, straight away the PowerPoint will be created. But since I'm using the latest version, it will ask how you want to create a PowerPoint presentation, whether you want to create a PowerPoint presentation based on some templates and themes, or else you want to create a blank PowerPoint presentation. I will explain what is this templates and what is the themes available. Even we can create our own themes and we can create our own PowerPoint templates also. Okay, that we'll see in the next one. First, let us create a new blank PowerPoint presentation. I click on blank PowerPoint presentation here. So I believe everyone knows this. This is your main screen where we have the heading on the top and the quat is available. These are all common with the Word, Excel, and PowerPoint also. But let me give us a short introduction about this. On the left-hand side, you can see the quat is available. Quat, quick access toolbar, and this total area put together. This one we call it as quat. And this file home insert page layout, there are something called a file home insert design. This area put together, total put together, we call this as ribbons. Okay, this one is ribbon. On the left hand side, maybe the first option available on the ribbon, you can see the first option available on the ribbon called as file. So this one we call it as office button. Office button means backstage of your office. Backstage of your office can be used here under this office button. And this home insert and page layout. Home, you can see that is home, insert, design, transition. These are all called as tabs. Okay, these are all called as tabs. Under the tab, if I go to the tab called as clipboard, slides, fonts, these are all called as this one. Each item available under the home or insert or something, these are all called as groups. Okay, these things are all called as groups. And all the other items available here. If you go to the group, cut, copy, paste, each button available here. You can see this cut, you can see the copy, paste is available. So these are all called as commands. These buttons available here, these are all called as commands. Okay, these are all the things which we have seen in Microsoft Excel also. Same thing is available in Microsoft PowerPoint. PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and everything. These are all the options available in all the versions. Okay, right. And what are all the new things available in this PowerPoint? The new things available in Excel, you will be having rows and columns. Here we have the slides, and this will be your first slide. This will be your default slide. This default slide is called as title slide. Always, all your first slide will be a title slide. Title slide means where we may have the heading and we have the subheading. We may have the title and subtitle of your slide, of your presentation. This is called as title slide. We have various sorts of layout. This is based on the layout of title slide. There is a important concept called as layout. I don't know how many of you are aware of this layout. Layout is a very, very, very important and very, very, very powerful feature also. I will tell you what is the usage of the layouts. Okay, the first layout will be a title slide layout where we have the heading and subheading. And on the left hand side, you can see the outline view is available. This is called as outline. So where we will be having the text outline, or where we will be having the this is the text outline, or you can even the object outline also. Sometimes what is the objects available will be available here. What is the text available, it will be available. If you have the text, it will show you the text. If you have some other object, it will show you the object also. Okay, right. So this is outline, and this is your title and subtitle. And on the bottom, you can see this one is called as this one where we have the status of your file. This is called as status bar. This one is also a status bar, which shows the status of your file. On the status bar, you can see there is an option available called as notes. This is available in the latest version. But if you are using the old version of Excel or PowerPoint, you can see straight away the notes will be available on the bottom, right? Straight away the notes will be available. But since I'm using the latest version, you can click on this tab called as notes, where that notes will appear here. Once again, you may click on this, the notes will disappear. But so old version, maybe if you are using 2007, 10 or 13, this add notes will be by default, it will be available on your screen. But in the latest version, you have to enable it. Just make a click on this notes, it will be enabled. Once again, click on it, that will be disabled. So this is a status bar. On the right hand side of the status bar, you can see 4 views are available. Old version, you may get only 3 views, whereas in the latest version, you are getting 4 views. Probably I will explain what is the usage of the 4 view. Normal view, slide sorter view, reading pane, and slide shows. So these are all the 4 views available. And you can see this plus and minus. I think everyone knows what is this plus and minus. Plus and minus is for increasing or decreasing the percentage of your view. Okay. Fine. These are all very simple. We have seen what are all the options available here. That's it. Now, before creating any PowerPoint presentation, straight away you should not create a PowerPoint presentation. You can open a file straight away. Don't create a PowerPoint presentation. You should use some templates. You should use some templates. What is the templates? What is the usage of the templates? You know, the templates is used for standardization. Standardization, uniformity. So uniformity, the standardization template can be defined under 2 categories. The first one is the design template. First one is design template. Second one is content-based template. What is this design template? What is this content-based template? Design template means how you want the PowerPoint presentation should appear. That means how should be your background, how should be your font, what is your font size, what is your font color, or you want a company logo, or you want the company name in all the slides. That is called as design template. Second one, content template. What is the content template? Content template is you can decide how your content should be. For example, first slide should have the title and subtitle. Second slide should have the title and a chart. Third slide should have a title and a table. Fourth slide should have a title and a picture. Like this, if you have some predefined content, that is called as content template. Unfortunately, today we are not going to see about the content template because we are not going to see to insert all the content, which is not possible within this 2 hours. So today we are going to see about the design template, how to use this design template. Okay, right. So let us see how to use the template. Then we'll see how to create a template. Then we'll see how to save the template. Then we'll see how to make this template as the default template also. Right. So let us see step by step. First, design. So is there any queries on what are all we have seen? I think I have just shown you only the introduction about this PowerPoint. Do you have any queries on this? Yes. Vijay Shankar has given we can't your side. We can not your side. Don't know what is the question. I'm not able to understand your question, Vijay Shankar. What is your query? Okay. Named new said no doubts, and HP Pentium also has said no doubts. I didn't see the name, that's why I'm calling it by the caption what is displayed in the chat box. Okay, so as of now, no doubts. Super, excellent. So let us use the template. Next we'll see how to create a template. How to use the template. Go to the tab called as design. You can go to the tab of design. You can see there is a tab available called as design. When you go to the tab called as design, under the tab of design, you can see there are themes available. There is a group called as themes. You can see these themes are available, correct? Go to the tab called as design. Under the tab of design, you can see the themes. Under the themes, you can see this more button is available. You can see the small button, down arrow, like there is a more button available. Just to click on that more button. Go to the design. Under the design, go to the themes. Under the themes, you can see this more button. Click on the more button, where we can see there are some predefined themes or templates are available. So let us place the cursor on any one of the template. First, suppose I'm placing the cursor on the template 1. So you can see your template will be like this. So this template will look like this. And second template will look like this. Third template will look like this. Fourth template will look like this. So this is how all the template will look like. But I recommend you, there are some predefined templates available, that is fine. I recommend you to use the light color as the background, dark color as the foreground. But Microsoft PowerPoint has several templates, dark color as a background, light color as a foreground. This is having, for example, this template, you can see dark color is as the background, the light color is as the foreground. The font size, you can see font is in light color, background is in dark color. But I said I don't recommend this. Why? Because it may disturb our eyes as well as it may disturb our projector also. So I believe I don't recommend this dark color. If you want, you can use it. So let us use the light color as the background, dark color as the foreground. So for an example, you can see this one. This one is fine, where we can have a light color as a background or dark color as a foreground. There are some predefined so many templates available. You can just place the cursor and you can see how the templates are available. If you want to accept the template, just you can make a click on it. The template will be accepted. But this is how the first slide will look like. And one more thing is this template may vary from version to version. Since I am using Office 365, I will get this template. If you are using some other version of 2010 or 2013 or 2016 or 19, you may get different types of templates. This template may vary from version to version, right? So I can select some template. My first slide will look like this. Suppose I am selecting this template. My first slide will look like this. This is okay. But I want to know how could be my second slide. How will be my second slide also? For that, you have to insert one more slide. You have to insert one more slide. How to insert a new slide? I think most of you knows how to insert a new slide. You can go to the Home tab. Under Home tab, you can see there is a button called as New Slide. You can click on the New Slide. Method number 1. Method number 2 is you can go to this Outline View. There is the Outline View available. Go to the Outline View and you can just press Enter. Second method. Second method, go to the Outline View and just press Enter. Second method. Third method, I recommend you to use the third method. That is the shortcut key. So how to insert a new slide? The shortcut key is Control-M. Control-M is the shortcut key for inserting a new slide. Normally, if you want to insert, you'll go to Home and click on New Slide, or you can click here and press Enter. That's a method you can do it, but for that, you have to use a mouse. But Control-M is the shortcut key where we can insert a new slide. So let us press Control-M. Okay. So this is how your first slide will look like. That is title and subtitle. This is how your second slide will look like. So like this, whatever the templates you want, go to the design and go to the themes and you can select any of the templates, whichever the template you wish. You can select any one of the templates available. Okay, this is fine, perfect. I used this template. Template is okay for me, but I am not satisfied with this color. Assume I am not satisfied with this band color, or I am not satisfied with the font. Maybe in your company or in my company, they are deciding a particular font should be throughout your PowerPoint presentation. Entire PowerPoint presentation, you should have the same font instead of going to every slide and changing the font. That is called as template. That is called as standardization, right? No need to go to every slide and you have to make the slideshow, make the font, the colors and font sizes. We have to make it one. The same font should appear throughout my PowerPoint presentation. And as I told, I want the company logo or company name to be displayed on all the slides. So that's what we are going to do now. I don't like this color, or I don't like this font, and I don't like this second slide. I want a bullet here. So I want a predefined bullet. Instead of going to every slide and changing the bullet, we can do it in a templates. Okay. First of all, let us see how to change the colors. I want to change the color, and but I don't like this color for this template. So let us go to the same design. Under the design, you can see there is a more button available under the group called as variant. Go to the design. Under the design, you can see the variant group. On the variant group, you can see the more button is available. As usual, you can select any one of the template available here, or else you can go to the more button. Under more button, you can see the colors. You can see there are some predefined colors are available here. Just place the cursor and see how the colors will be. So whichever the colors you want, you can just place the cursor and you can select the colors. So just to place the colors, it will show you the colors, which colors you want. For an example, I am selecting this blue green. You can select anything, that's your wish. Manually also you can change the color. That we'll see in the next part. Okay, the predefined colors. These are all the predefined colors. I can select the predefined colors, or else still if you are not satisfied with this, we can create our own coloring pattern also by going to the last one, customize colors. Go to the last one, customize colors. Click on the customize colors, and you can say what is your background color, what is your foreground color, and ascent 1, ascent 2, ascent 3, ascent 4. When you create a chart, if you are creating the chart, what is the first bar chart color you want? What is the second bar chart color you want? Third bar chart color you want? If it is a line, what is the first line chart? What is the second line chart? So these are all the things you can decide here. So we can create our own predefined templates for your colors also. If you wish, you can create a new one, or else you can select the existing one available here also. Let me go to the colors, and I'm selecting this blue green. You can select any one of this. This is about the colors, about the template colors, not about the background. It's only about the template. I have given something, for that I want to change the color. This is about the chart colors. When you insert a chart, what could be the color you want? Right? Great. The second thing, what I told is about the font. I don't like this font. I want some other font. How can I check the font? Place the cursor here, and if we go to the home tab, on the home tab you can see what is the font here. It says Calibri Light. Fine, Calibri Light is okay. I think Calibri Light is a good font color, good font, sir. But I want to change it. I want, even all the slides, I want to change a different font. I don't like this font. I want a different font for all the slides. So what I can do is go to the same design. Under the design, you can see the more button is available. Click on the more button once again, and you can see the font. There is something called as font. If I go to the font, once again, there are some predefined font templates are available. Calibri Light, Calibri, Cambria, Calibri, Calibri, Calibri. Why we have two font? Why we have two font here? One is the heading font, another one is subheading font. What is the font you want it for the heading? What is the font you want it for the subheading? That's why you can see this displaying two fonts. If it is a normal slide, for example, what could be the font for the heading slide? What could be the font for this text available here? Okay, so let us go here and I say font. If you want the predefined font, you can select it. Still, if you are not satisfied with this predefined font available, maybe the old type, classical type, the old version people, they will use this Arial, Times New Roman. These are all the old type font. Maybe the classical methods, Times New Roman and Arial. I think latest nowadays people prefers this Calibri Light or Calibri, Cambria or Calibri. So whichever you want. Or else once again you can go to the customized font and you can create your own customized font also. So what is the heading font you want? What is the body text font you want? So even you can create your own font also. Okay. Let me select some other font. Font. I am selecting this Cambria and Calibri. So what would have happened is, you can see entire PowerPoint presentation. The heading will be Cambria, and you can see the subheadings and the content will be Calibri. Okay. The important thing is whatever we are doing right, we can do it in all the slide. That's not required to do it in all the PowerPoint presentation. We are going to save this as a template, and then one click we are going to apply the template. Even not one click. By default also this template will be automatically applied into your PowerPoint presentation. That's what we are going to see in the next part. Final part is that how to save the template. Now what are all the changes we are doing? That's fine. That changes is applicable only to the current presentation. But I want this to be a template, and I want to save this template also. Okay. Right. Go to the same design. About the background colors. I don't like this background, white background. I want to give a different background, but I don't recommend you to change the background. Try to have the light color as the background. If you want to change the background, 2 or 3 methods. Method number 1, go to the design, go to the more button, and you can see the background styles. There are some predefined background styles, and you can see format background is available. First method. So go to the design. Under the design, go to the more variant, more button, and go to the background styles and format background. Method number 1. Second method is, you can see there is a button available called as format background, straight away available on the design itself. If you go to the design, the format background is straight away available here. Second method. Third method, right click on the slide, and you can see there is an option called as format background. So whichever you feel it's easier, whichever you feel convenient, you can do that. Let us click on the format. Okay. 4 options are available to change your background. Option number 1, you can put a solid fill, solid color, one color, single color, gradient fill, multiple colors. Solid fill, you can go to the paint bucket and you can select single color. Gradient fill, where you can use multiple color, mixture of colors. A picture and texture, where you can put some picture or texture effects. Patterns, pattern means some stripes and checked marks. But I recommend to use only the solid fill light color. Simple light color, maybe I can put a white color for this, or else sometimes people prefers to put a company logo. Suppose if you want to put your company logo, and I want the company logo to be on the background of my PowerPoint presentation, like a watermark on the background of your slides. You want your company name to be a company logo or company picture or something to be displayed on the background of your slide. So what we do is picture. Click on the picture. Click on the picture. Under the picture and texture, you can see insert, picture and texture. Go to insert. Under insert, where you want to get the file, whether you want to get the file on online or you are going to browse the file. So let us browse it. Browse, and I select some file. For example, I will put this Microsoft logo. You can use anything, just I am using this Microsoft. Okay. Okay, so I have inserted this Microsoft logo. This is fine, perfect. But what is the problem here is, after inserting a picture or a logo, if you type something, you cannot see your text, correct? I have a simple logo, okay. Sometimes logo will be with a multiple color also. You have some multiple colored logo. When you have the multiple colored logo, you cannot type, when you type the text, you are not able to see the text here, correct? So I want this logo to appear on the background, not like this and the foreground. So what you do is, you can see here, after inserting the logo on the format background, there is an option called as transparency. You can see this button called as transparency. By default, transparency is 0. Increase it. You can increase the transparency level minimum to 70 to 80%. I'm changing the transparent. You can see now my logo is fading out on the background. Now you can see it's fading out on the background here. Now it becomes like, it simply looks like a watermark available on the background. It's look like a watermark, right? If sometimes my my picture may not fit on your screen, here it is fitting okay. Sometimes it may not fit. So what I can do is, you can see there is an option called as offset left. Offset left to make it as 0, and offset right also make it as 0, and top, bottom, everything make it as a 0, so that it will fit within your screen. Otherwise, sometimes it will be too tiny, or sometimes it will go beyond your picture limit also, beyond your slide limit also. So you can put this offset left, offset right, offset top, bottom as a 0%. Or else, if you want to adjust it also, I can adjust. Suppose I don't want the logo middle, I want to put the logo on the top. So what you can do is, you can increase this bottom percentage. I'm increasing the bottom percentage like this. So if you increase the bottom percentage, you can see your logo will go to the top. On the same slide, you can see the logo is available on the top. Or if you want to put it on the bottom, you can increase the top percentage. Like this, you can arrange your picture also. But according to me, I don't recommend this. I don't recommend to put your logo on the background of your slide. Why? Because when you put a logo on the background, all the slides on the background, your picture will be available, which will increase your file size. If you insert 2 or picture, itself it will increase your file size. When you insert a picture through it, suppose I have 30 slides. In all the 30 slides, I have the picture on the background. So it will increase your file size. So to avoid that, I don't recommend it to insert your picture logo on the background of the slide. Instead, you can put a logo on top of all the slides, a small picture on top of all the slides, or you can put some other picture on top of all the slides. Next, we'll see how to do that. But as I told, I don't recommend this. If you want, you can do that, but I don't recommend this actually. So let me reset my background. Or you can go to the color solid field and you can make it as a white color background also. That's your wish. Or if you want to apply the same background throughout your presentation, you can apply to all also. You can apply to all. But I don't want to do this. Let me say reset background. Next, we will see how to put all your headings on top of all your. I want to put the company logo on top of all the slides, and I want to put a company name on all the slides, and I want my heading. All my heading should be in capital letter, and I want to place the position of the header and footer, and I want to give some what do you call this bullet. I want to give a different bullet for all the slides, which should be globally defined. That's what we are going to see in the next session. Okay. So before going to the next part, any queries, any doubts, any questions here? Yes. Any doubts, any questions, any queries? No? No doubts, Karthikeyan? Super, excellent, perfect. Going great, thank you, thanks a lot. Okay, Yogita, everyone has said no doubts. Super, perfect. Great, perfect, excellent. Right. So if you don't have doubts, let us move on to our next topic. That is about creating a master. Why do we create a master? What is the purpose of the master? Now let me close this format background. As I told, in all my slides, I want the company logo to be displayed. All my slides, I want the company name to be displayed. So this is to be globally defined, and I don't want to do this in all my presentation. We are going to do it only once, and we are going to save it as a template, right? So how can I create a master? Let us go to the tab called as view. There is a tab called as view. Go to the tab of view. Under the tab of view, you can see there is a command button available called as slide master. Go to the view. Under view, you can click on the slide master. Just click on the slide master. Go to view and click on the slide master. So after clicking on the slide master, immediately after clicking on the slide master, you can see it has gone to the slide master. How I am saying it has gone to the slide master is, you can see next to the file tab, you can see there is a tab called as slide master. This tab indicates that we are in the master slide. Now normally after the file, you will be getting something like home, right? But here you can see it is showing something like a slide master. So this indicates that we are in the master slide. So how I gone to the master slide is view and click on slide master. So if I click on the slide master, you can see on the left hand side, there are so many master slides are available, template based on the layout wise. First layout, second layout, third layout, fourth layout, fifth layout. There are some layout based templates available here. So if you want to do some changes globally, do it on the very first layout. Go to the very first layout. Don't do it in other layouts. I will explain what is the usage of the layout in the next session. Okay. So go to the very first layout, because you can see this first layout is linked. First layout is linked to all the layouts. So whatever you are doing in this first layout, first master, that will be applicable throughout your PowerPoint presentation, right? So I want to put a company logo here. I want to put a company logo on the left hand side. I want to put a company name on the right hand side. Like this, I want to do some changes. Do it on the very first layout. So let me insert it. Go to insert. Under insert, you can see picture, or you can see there is a text box. Text box means your company name or department name or your name or whatever, and picture. Picture means the logo. So let us click on the picture, and as usual, I am going to select some picture here, maybe the logo. Okay, I'm selecting some picture and I say insert, and you can place this logo wherever you want it. I can reduce the logo size, and I want to put this logo on the leftmost topmost corner of my slide. Leftmost topmost corner, I am placing this slide. So 99.9%. 99.9%. Whatever we did it on the first slide, it will be applicable to all your slide layout. 99% it will be available in all the layout. Sometimes, very rarely, very occasionally, it will not be inserted in the second layout. Sometimes, based on your template. Sometimes it's not inserted, so no other go. Copy this and paste it in the second slide also. Second slide also you can place it. First two slide is fair enough. 99% first slide is okay, but sometimes if it is not inserting in the first slide, please insert it on the second slide also. Okay, insert picture, and we are inserting a picture. We are inserting the company logo here. Fine, perfect. Next, on the right hand side, assume I want the company name to be displayed or some other, whatever you want. So let us go to insert. Let us go to the text box, and I click on the text box. I'm clicking the text box. For example, let me type the health name, health human capital. So I'm putting the company name on the right hand side of my slide, so that this will be appear on the right hand side of all my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so left hand side I have a logo, right hand side I have inserted the company name here. Let me do one or two changes, then we'll see how to make this as a template. And all my heading, so this heading, all my heading should be in capital letter. Even though the user is entering in smaller, I want to force it to be in capital letter. So how do we do that? How do you force to be in capital letter? After typing, you can change it. That's different. We have a shortcut key for it. After typing, you can press the shortcut key and you can change the capital letter, small letter. That's okay. But I am going to force the user to enter only the capital. All my heading should be in capital letter. So how do we do it? Two methods once again. Method number one, go to Home tab. Under Home tab, you can see this font tab, this dialog box launcher, a small dialog box launcher. An arrow mark is available. Next to the font, you can see this arrow mark is available. You can just click on the arrow mark. Method number one. Or else even just press the shortcut key, Control T, the fourth letter of font, Control T. You can press the shortcut key called as Control T also. Control T, fourth letter of font, Control T. So either you can press Control T or go to the Home tab, go to the font and click on the corner of the font. Now what I do is I select this option called as all caps. I'm going to enable this option, all caps. Let us enable this all caps. All caps. And I say OK here. That's it. So what will happen is, sorry, I have to do it on the very first slide. Very first slide, you have to select this, Control F, or Control T, and make it as all caps, and I say OK. So now you would have noticed all my heading, even though the user is typing in small letter, all my heading will be in a capital letter. Okay, right. Let us see another, as I told, another one or two changes, then we'll see how to make it as a template. Let me check one or two changes. For example, this first point, first level, second level, third level. I will explain what is the first level, second level. Even I will tell you how to put the first level and second level also. First level bullet, I want a different bullet for the first level. Right click, go to the bulletin numbering, right click, go to the bullets. There are some bullets available here. You can select any one of the bullets available here, or else go to the bulletin numbering, right click, bullets and numbering, and go to the customize. There are some predefined bullets available, or else go to the customize. Under the customize, you can select something. You can press W, Wingdings and Webdings. Webdings are all various sorts of fonts. You can see so many bullets are available here. You can select any one of the bullets. And you can see wingdings. There are so many other bullets are available under the wingdings. These are all the various types of bullets available. For an example, let me select the bullet called as thumbs up. You can select anything. Let me select this thumbs up. I'm selecting this thumbs up and I say okay. So you can see the thumbs up bullet is available. So it will be available throughout your presentation. No need for going to every slide and changing the slide bullets. It will change in all the PowerPoint presentation. Okay. I'm making some changes like this. Whatever the changes you want to do, if you want to change the color, do it. If you want to change the bullet size, the font size, do it. So whatever you want to do, you can do the changes here. Globally, it will be affected your PowerPoint presentation. Last and final change. On the bottom, you can see there is 3 boxes available. I cannot say this box is available on the bottom in all this PowerPoint presentation. All the PowerPoint presentation, it cannot be on the bottom. Some layout, it may be on the top, some layout it may be on the left, some layout it may be on the right also, based on the template which you have selected. Based on the template which you have selected, this box may vary from the position to position. So 3 boxes are available. First box is your date box, second box is your footer box, and third box is your hash. Hash means the slide number. So this is, if we insert a date, the date will be inserted here. If you insert a date, date will be inserted here. If you insert something on the footer, that will be inserted here. If you insert something on slide number, that will be inserted here. Correct? But I don't want it. I want to change the position. If I want the slide number, I don't want the slide number here. I want the slide number on the right hand side of my PowerPoint presentation. So what I can do is I can drag this box and I can put the box on the right hand side. I'm dragging the slide number box and I'm putting on the right hand side of my PowerPoint slide. And I can change the color of that number. And I'm giving a bigger size for the slide numbers. I want the slide number in a bigger size. So like this, I'm positioning the area where I want to insert the slide number. Remember, I am positioning. I'm not inserting. We are not at all inserting. Next session only we are going to see how to insert. Now we are positioning where you want the slide number. If you insert the slide number, where you want the slide number, right? Done. So these are all the changes we have made. Next we'll see how to make it as a template. Okay. So any doubts, any queries, any questions of what are all the changes we have made? Yes. Just any doubts, any questions, any queries here? Okay. Thank you, Karthik again. No question. Super. Perfect. Excellent. Shobana has asked how to insert the master in old version. Same thing. Master also the same method. Go to view, slide master. I don't know what is the version you are using. Any version. It can be 7, it can be 10, it can be 13, it can be 16, it can be 19. For everything you have to go to view. Under view you can click on the slide master and you can come here. Maybe the design and color may vary, but the method are all same. You have to go to insert and you can go to the view and you can go to the slide master. Okay. You have dragged the position of the slide number. How to identify it's on the center of the slide? Any ruler is there? Yes, sir. We have the ruler also available, or else even you can position it also. In the latest version, even if I drag, you can see it will show you the red color arrow, and it will show you where is the right position to place it. If I place it here, you can see if I place it here, you can see it's showing the red dotted lines, right? So this is the right area to place it. It's on the center of your slide. This is one method in the latest version. But old version, it will not give you the guide. It will not give you the guide. If you are using the old version of Excel, sorry, PowerPoint, then you can go to view. Under view, you can see this ruler, grid lines, and guides are available. Go to view, under views you can see the ruler, where you can see the ruler will be available, grid lines and guides. The guide, you can see the guide will tell you which is the right area to place it. Middle, it will show you the arrow, it will show you the arrow, and you can place it wherever you want it on the middle of your slide. Okay. So latest version, I think this is not required. Old version, maybe this may be useful. Go to view, ruler, grid lines and guides, which will help you to place where you want the slide number or anything. And please brief, if you want to insert the company logo on the title slide, right hand side, want to place the logo on the bottom or right in other slide. So then what you do is title slide only if you want to place, then go to the second layout. Go to the second layout. Second layout, you can place this logo. Suppose, as I said, I'm placing this logo on the bottom of my slide. So title slide, the first slide will be on the bottom, and other slide, go to the very first slide and place it on the top, like this. So this is the second layout is your title layout, and other layout you can see it's on the left hand side. Yes. So that's how you can change it on the slide, title slide and the other slide. So this one is the other slide. The second one is for the title slide. I have placed the second one as you asked. I have placed it on the bottom. My logo is on the bottom, or left or right, that's your wish. And other slides I am putting on the top. Okay. Right. Super. Now let me save this template. Let me save this template. Go to the slide master again. You can see the slide master. You can go to the slide master. Next to the file, the slide master is available. Close the master view. Close the master view. You can see close master view. As Jayaraman has asked, you can see title slide. You can see the logo is on the bottom here. And next slides are all. You can see the logo is available on the left. So we have created this template. Fine. This template is applicable only to the current presentation. Current presentation, this template is applicable. That's fine, perfect. But if I want to use another PowerPoint, tomorrow I'm going to create another PowerPoint. I want the same template for the another PowerPoint. Once again, you have to go to the design and select the template. Once again, go to the view and arrange everything, which is not required. We can save the template. How to save the template? Go to the tab called as design. Just go to the tab of design. Under the tab of design, go to the more button available here. This is where we found the template, correct? Same location. Go to the view. Go to the design. Go to the more button of the design. Under the more button, you can see the last one available. Save current theme. Current theme. You have to save the current template. Current theme. Go to save current theme. Click on the save current theme. It will ask for a name for this theme. You can give any name as per your wish. For example, I'm selecting my template. I'm giving a name as my template. And where you want to store the template, please store it on the location where PowerPoint is prompting. Don't change your location. Don't save it in C:, D:, or my documents. If you are saving it in other location, manually you have to find, manually you have to search it. So just save it in the folder where this PowerPoint is prompting. Where it's prompting, save it in the same folder. Don't change your folder names. Let me save this. Save. That's it. Now let me close this PowerPoint presentation. Let me close this and I check whether this template will be available in other new PowerPoint presentation. Let me close this. How can I close this PowerPoint presentation? Is normally people will close the entire PowerPoint. Go to the top and close it. Don't do that. If you close this entire PowerPoint, the software will be closed. If you want to close only a particular PowerPoint, there is a shortcut key for it. Control W or Control F4. Control W or Control F4 is the shortcut key for closing a particular PowerPoint presentation. Rather than closing the entire PowerPoint, instead of reopening a PowerPoint, you can close a particular PowerPoint. This is a common shortcut key which we can use it in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, anywhere. Okay. So let us press Control W or Control F4. It's asking, do you want to save this presentation? I don't want it. I don't want to save the presentation because nothing is available in the presentation. Template we have saved, that's fine. Template we have saved it, that's perfect. But this slide PowerPoint presentation, do you want to save it? No, I don't want, because nothing is there. So let us say do not save. Okay, perfect. We have closed this PowerPoint. Let us open a new PowerPoint. Control N. Control N is the shortcut key. Or else go to the file and click on new also, whichever is convenient, whichever is easier. Go to file and click on new, or else you can press Control N also. So let me press Control N. Okay, this PowerPoint is inserted. Fine. Now I want the same template for the template which I have created. I want that template for this PowerPoint presentation. So what we do? Go to the design, go to the more button. You can see earlier we had a group called as office. Now you can see there is a group available called as custom. Under the custom, our template, the template which we have created, is available here, right? So just to click on that template, that's all. That template will be applicable to your current PowerPoint presentation. So create a template, save the template. So whenever you open a new PowerPoint presentation or the existing PowerPoint presentation also, go to the themes more button. Your templates will be saved there. Just to click on it. That template will be applicable to, that template will be applied to your current PowerPoint presentation. Next, we'll see how to make it as a default. Okay. I want to make this PowerPoint presentation as the default template. Why I'm saying default is, for an example, every time if I open a PowerPoint presentation, I have to go to the more button and I have to select the PowerPoint presentation. I feel it's a little bit complicated for me. Why? Because it's every time I have to open it, every time I have to go to the themes and select it. Rather than this, whenever I open a PowerPoint, I want this template to be applied. I want by default this template to be automatically applied. So how do we do that? It's very simple. Go to the same design, go to the same more button and make a right click on the template which we have created. Right click on the template and you can see there is an option available. Set as default theme. Set as default theme. Enable this option called as set as default theme. So let us go to the design more button, set as, right click and set as default theme. That's it. That's it. It's very simple. Set as default. That's all. How I recognize that whether it is set it as default theme? So let me close this PowerPoint, Control W or Control F4. Do not save. Now if I open a new PowerPoint presentation, Control N, you can see by default the same template is available, applicable to your PowerPoint presentation. Suresh has asked for queries. Our second page is not there, whereas we made the 2 pages. No, we have inserted the pages. Don't worry about the content. We have designed only the designing and other part. If you want the second page, insert another slide, Control M. It will insert it with the same template. Just the content, if you insert 10 slide also, this template will take care only about the designing part. What is the color, what is the background, where should be placed, that's all. It will not check about number of pages or number of slides. Okay. So we have seen how to create a template, how to save the template, how to make the template as the default template. Yes. Is there any other queries, questions, or any doubts to be cleared? Yes. No doubts? Yes, everyone. Vanyapan, super. Niti, super.
Sir,
Yes.
what shortcut you used to open the new PowerPoint?
Whenever you open the new PowerPoint, this template will be automatically applied. Control N. Control W, close this PowerPoint. I say no. Just press Control N or else go to File and
Control
click on
N. Okay.
N for new.
As Excel. Okay.
Correct, as Excel, same as
Yeah.
Excel.
Thank you. Thank you.
How to change the format of the slide with the default template selected? Yes, the same method. After default template is selected also, if you want to change it, go to view and go to slide master and make the changes. Now if you want to change the changes, you can do it here also. Okay, it's same as what we did it in the earlier part. Okay, right? No doubts. Super.
No,
Next.
actually, I have a doubt.
Yes, Mr. Jairam, go ahead.
Yeah, you said that slide, suppose you selected the second slide
Correct.
with heading, there is
Yes.
one line is there inside the slide after the default slide you have selected.
Yes.
If I don't want that particular line, it should be
Yes.
empty, but all my logo, everything has to be there. How to do that?
If you don't want the line, and the line should
For
be.
example, you select the slide 2, please. Slide 2, you have selected, yeah.
Slide 2 is there. You're saying there is a line available here, right? You don't want the line, or you want the line, that you can decide. If you
I
don't want
the
the
line,
line, only in the slide, it's very simple. You can select it and delete it. But if you don't want the line in all the slides, then go to view and go to the slide master and go to this one, and you can select that line, and you can see that line is available here. You can select it and simply press delete to delete that slide.
So even if you delete it, the middle line is there. There's line in between the two boxes.
No, this line, which is just on the very first, go to the very first layout. You are saying you don't want this line you don't want, right?
Yeah.
Select line and delete it. Delete. If I delete it here and close the master, you see that line will not be available in all the slides.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Since he has asked, I deleted it, but if you want, you can have that. Right.
Thank you.
What about the yes? Thank you. Title logo is on the middle as given in the second slide. Master, other logos on the top. Yes, that's what someone has asked. Someone has asked for it. Title slide, I want the logo on the bottom, and other slide, I want the logo on the top. That's the changes we have made in the view, and we can go to the slide master. If we make it on very first slide master, this is for all the slides, and second master is only for the title slide. That's the changes we have made. First slide, I want the logo on the bottom. The slide. Other slide, I want the logo to be on the top. Like this, we made a change. That's what it is applied in the template. Okay. Great. Super. Now let us give some heading. Let us see some small points how to give a heading. I am typing the heading. You can see, even though if I am typing the heading in small letter, by default the heading has turned into a capital letter. Okay. So I'm just giving our title, Microsoft PowerPoint training version. Version is Office 365. I have given a heading and I have given a subheading. Before that, how can I move from title to a subtitle without using mouse? With using the mouse, you can go to the heading and you can click on the subheadings here. But without using mouse, I want to move from the title to the subtitle. Then we can use the shortcut key, Control Enter. Control Enter is the shortcut key to move from the title to the subtitle without using mouse. Okay. Without using mouse, if you want to move from title to the subtitle, we can use Control Enter. Okay, right. Let us go to the second slide. For example, second slide, I am typing some heading. Same Control Enter. It will go to the next box, and I am typing the first point here, point number 1. I'm putting a point number 1. Below point number 1, assume I'm typing point number 2. Now below you can see the same bullet is appearing here. This is the bullet which we have defined in the master, right? Same bullet is available here. Now I don't want this bullet. Or I want to put a second point, sub point. Below the point number 2, I want a sub point here. I want a sub point. Like a word, you will put 1, 2, 3. Below 1, 2, 3, you want A, B, C, sub point here. main point, and you want a sub point below this. If you want a sub point below this, what we can do is two methods. Go to the home tab. Under home tab, you can see these two buttons available: increase list level, decrease list level. Increase or decrease the list level. List level means your main point sub. Increase or decrease the list level. That's the first option. Second option is you can use the shortcut key as usual. The shortcut key is Alt Shift right arrow. Alt Shift right arrow is the shortcut key for putting the sub point. Alt Shift right arrow. Let me do it here. Alt Shift right arrow. You can see it's a sub point here. Below the main point, we can have a sub point. Right? Below the sub point, I have sub point number 2. Now I want to go back to the main point. Alt Shift right arrow will give you the sub point. Alt Shift left arrow will go to the main point once again. Alt Shift left arrow and Alt Shift right arrow is the shortcut key. No worries. After the end of the session, I will give you the list of the shortcut keys, and I will give you this PowerPoint presentation as attachment. I will attach whatever the exercise I am working now. I will give you this also, right? So Alt Shift right arrow and Alt Shift left arrow is the shortcut key to arrange your main points and the sub points. Now, for example, assume this fourth point. I want to put the fourth point and next to the point number 2. I want to rearrange. I want to sort it, or I want to rearrange it. Yes, I want to rearrange this. Normally, to rearrange in Excel, we can see there is an option called as sorting. But how can I sort this? After entering a point, now I recognize that I want to put the fourth point at the second, and second point would be at the third level. So I want to rearrange my. To rearrange your points, normally what the people will do is they will select this, cut it, Control X, and put it in the location where you want it, right? Cut the copy and paste. I think that's not required. We can use the shortcut key as usual. Alt Shift up arrow. Just to press Alt Shift up arrow, it will move upwards here. You can see fourth point moves upwards and third point comes downwards. Similarly, Alt Shift up arrow. Alt Shift up arrow, Alt Shift up arrow. So you can press any number of Alt Shift up arrow and you can move it on the first or down. So Alt Shift down arrow, it will move downwards here. So like this, very simply, very easily, you can rearrange your points. No need for dragging, dropping, no need for cutting, copying and pasting. Alt Shift up and Alt Shift down arrow is for rearranging your points. Okay. As I told, no worries. I will give you. There are so many shortcut keys available here. Compared to Excel, I think PowerPoint has more shortcut keys. Time may not be sufficient to explain all the shortcut keys because it may take more time to explain all the shortcut keys. For example, if you want to select a text, I will make a double click to select a word. I can make a triple click to select a paragraph. If you want to select the paragraph, you can make a triple click. Double click to select a word, triple click to select a paragraph also. And if you want to turn this into uppercase, lowercase, and proper case, for that we have a shortcut key. Shift F3. Shift F3. Shift F3. If I press Shift F3 once, everything becomes capital. If I press Shift F3 second time, everything became smaller. If I press Shift F3 third time, the first letter will be in capital, right? So like this, there are so many shortcut keys available. Anyway, when you come to the next session, when you come to the next level of PowerPoint, I will explain all the list of shortcut keys available. As I told, shortcut keys are more compared to Excel. The shortcut keys are more available in this PowerPoint. I have just told you some few important shortcut keys. That's it. Okay.
Please tell me how to delete the custom template which I saved. For example, I've selected some new template I've created and I've saved in the default. I want to delete that in the default, and also whatever I saved in the main one in the taskbar. I mean, in the save button. By default, it comes when I open the any creation of new PowerPoint. So how do I change it? And I want the latest one to be there.
Okay, okay. So if you want to change, go to the design, go to the more button.
Okay.
It's very simple. If
Okay.
you want to remove that default, you have to make a right click on the office template, the first template, and make a right click, and you can set this as a default. That's one part. Default.
Okay. Okay.
If you don't want this
I want-
custom itself, if you want to totally delete the template, that's very simple. Always
What do I
sir,
create?
normally in any case, creating is very tougher. Deleting is very easier, right? Go to more button. In any case, creating is very tough. Go to the more button and go to this option called as browse for themes. Go to this browse for themes. Click on browse for themes, where you can see. Oh, sorry. If you want to delete it, as I told, it's very simple. Right click, and you can say very simply.
Okay. Fine.
Delete. Yes.
Thanks. Yeah.
Simple. Deleting is very simple. Yes. Right click and delete.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Super. Shakti, please repeat. Which you want to repeat? The shortcut key of uppercase, lowercase, or this template? The shortcut key for changing uppercase and lowercase is Shift F3. Just press Shift F3, uppercase, same Shift F3, lowercase, same Shift F3, propercase. Propercase means first letter will be in capital, other letter will be in smaller. Yes. Super. Let us see one few tips. Then we'll see an important concept of importing, exporting, and then we'll see about some tips about the slideshow also. Now, suppose if I am typing something here, which is going beyond the limit of the placeholder, which is going beyond the limit of the place. If it is going beyond the limit of the placeholder, normally what will happen is, you can see your slide number will be squeezed. I don't know whether you have noticed it. If I'm typing something beyond the slide limit, now you can see my font is 20. Suppose if I type more point here, you can see it has turned into 19. If I type further point, it has turned into 17. My slide font size will reduce, which I don't want to reduce. When I type more points, I don't want the slide number to reduce, or I want to do some other activity, or I want to put some 4 points in the next slide and 4 points in the previous slide, or I want to insert one more column here. I can put some points in another column also. No need for us to do it manually. When you are going beyond the limit of your slide, you can see a small tag will appear here. You can see there is a small tag is appearing here, correct? You can see the tag. Just to click on the tag called a smart tag. Just click on the smart tag. On the smart tag, you can see further options are available. Auto fit placeholder, stop fitting the text to the placeholder, split the text between placeholder. Stop auto fit is selected. Stop fitting means it will go beyond the placeholder, which I don't recommend. It will go beyond your box. Split between two slides means, suppose I have 10 points, 5 slides in one, 5 points in one slide and 5 points in another slide. And continue on a new slide means after this point, next point, it will continue on a new slide. I don't recommend this actually. I don't recommend continue on a new slide. Change to 2 column means it will insert one more column here. Let me try that. Change to 2 column. You can see there is 4 points in one column and another 4 points in another. So you can change it into 2 columns. So either you can use this or else you can use the second one. Maybe this one, split between 2 slides. Split between 2 slides. Now what has happened is, you can see some 3 or 4 points in the first slide, some 4 or 5 points in the second slide. It has splitted between the slides. So this tab, when this will appear, is when you are going beyond your box. When the text is going beyond your box, this may appear. This option will appear, so you can rearrange this option. Okay. Right. Before going to the next concept, any queries, any doubts? And before that, let me save this file, because it's always safer to save the file. So let me save the file first. Okay, I will put it in some location and I am saving this file. So any queries, any questions, any doubts before going to the next part? No doubts? Okay. So the next actually what we are going to see is very any thumb rule for font size. Yes, we have the thumb rule. Maybe I will share you the PowerPoint presentation. We have a rule. What is the best size for the heading? What is the best size for the subheading? What is the title? What is the best color? What is the thing you can give it for a chart? And what is the color you can apply? For everything you have some predefined rules available, or you cannot say it as the rules, maybe predefined templates is available. No worries, I will share it because if I teach that will to teach it will take 20 or 30 minutes. I will share you that PowerPoint presentation. What are all the rules? Which is the best font size? Which is the best color? How many points can be displayed in one slide? So which are all the best templates can be used? I will share you. No issues. Okay. Actually, next topic what we are going to see is I have some list of points available here in a Word file. So in a Word file, I have some list of points. I have some 9 to 10 pages of points. We are going to see how to import this into PowerPoint, not by copying and pasting. Remember, not by copying and pasting. Single click, how to import it to a new PowerPoint, how to import it to the existing PowerPoint. Okay. So these are all the topics which we are going to see in the next part. And before going to the next session, with your permission, I think shall we have a very short break, maybe for just for 5 minutes? Is that okay? Yes, fine.
Sir, only one question. Can you just clarify?
Yes, please. Yes, sir. Go
I've
ahead.
done the custom made template.
Okay.
And I saved it in the design. And
Correct.
you said permanently by default, when I open any new PowerPoint, the design will appear.
No, if you
How do I? Hello.
If you set it as default only, it will appear. Go to the design, go to the more button, go to your template, right click on the template and set it as default. Then only it will appear whenever you create a PowerPoint display.
So automatically it will come this design.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, exactly.
But
Damodaran
you said it should be saved.
Yes, sir. Sir,
You
where
said
to
it
going
should
to
be
split?
saved.
I think I'm. There are some clash between us. One by one, maybe, please. Okay.
So you said it has to be
Yes.
saved, save as option, and by default it will go to the some template. This thing, some folders will be there. That automatically you say my template I've saved.
Okay. Yes.
So that has to be done after this default save.
No, first save it, then only you can put it as default. First save the template, go to the more button, click on this save current theme, save the template will be saved. After saving the template only, you can go to the more button, the template will available here. It will show here.
Okay.
Then make a right click, then set it as default. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Damodaran also same thing. Damodaran, if you want to use the template in 2007, also same thing. When this split slide will appear is when you are typing something, when you are going beyond the limit. If you are within the limit, nothing will happen. If you are going beyond the limit of the slide, then you can see this button will appear. Otherwise, that button may not appear. Right? When you are going beyond the limit, that. Okay. Right. Thanks, Karthikeyan. Thanks for everyone. Yes. Let us take a small break, and we'll restart with the same. I want the bottom color should appear in top from the second slide onwards. That's what I told. You can go to the master and you can change it, but still, I will explain it. I will explain after the very short break. Maybe for just for 5 minutes. Thank you. Just for 5 minutes. Start. Yes, I'm up. I believe we will start. Before starting, Ajay, you have to say something here.
Yes, Satish. Request you to please display the session 2 and 3 contents. I will give an announcement. Yes, participants, we would like to inform you that this Microsoft PowerPoint session is total 8 hours session, out of which the first 2 hours is what we have given as complement. This is going to cover the basics of PowerPoint, and we have 2 more sessions. The second session will cover working with slides, slide text, adding tables, charts, and diagrams, and adding animation. And the session 3 will cover working on media using time saving tools, delivering and distributing your presentation effectively, and sharing and securing a presentation. So this 2 sessions will happen next Saturday and the following Saturday, that is 12th and 19th, the same time, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So investment shall be 750 per session. If it is going to be taken as a combo, it is 1200 for both sessions. And for the participants of today's participants, if you are going to purchase this course today, it is a special investment of 1000 rupees is eligible for you all. And if you want to take a single session, you can still pay 650 and take a single session. And we are coming up with line of training programs such as MS Project, financial ratios, and designing and conducting assessment centers. And also we have Microsoft Excel course. One is a detailed course, and other one, a light version, is available. I will show you what is the light version. We have a line of sessions planned for this year, and till March 2021. We also have an option for participants to take membership with Hale Human Capital. By paying 6,000, you can attend unlimited training programs conducted by Hale till March 31st, 2021. Satish, request you to please show the second slide. Okay. So this is about the MS Excel course. This is a lighter version of Excel, wherein this is for absolute beginners can start with this program. You will get to know about the features and what are all the options and menus available in Excel, and there will be some advanced functions will be touched, but it will not be in depth. And the session will close with pivot tables and charts. We suggest this session can be taken by college students, as it can be very useful for them when they are searching for a job. And also we do provide a e-certificate. The certificate is given by Satish. Satish is a Microsoft certified trainer, so there is a great value for the certificate in market. So this MS Excel course we offer in 2 types. One is weekday batch and other one is weekend batch. Weekend batch we will cover like 3 hours, 10 to 1, or afternoon 3 to 6 kind of batch. Whereas weekday batch we will have in alternate days. The weekday we do not conduct 3 hours training. We conduct only for 2 hours. So based on the number of registrations, we will announce the dates. The WhatsApp group which you are connected in will be named as Hale Trainings. I think it is the third group. So please stay in touch. We will be posting about the upcoming training programs in the group. Thank you. Wish you all a happy learning. Over to Satish.
Thanks, Ajay. Thanks for the announcement. So we'll move on. Yes. Yeah, you will be Ramaswamy. Can we get the recording also? Yes. Ajay will send you the recording. Yes. Raja has asked for a query, sir. I want the bottom color to appear on the top of the second slide onwards. That's what I told. We have seen this in the template itself. You can see here the first slide, your logo is coming on the bottom. All the other slides, you can see the logo is coming on the top. Similarly, as you told, you want the first slide, this color should appear on the bottom. Other slides, it should appear on the top. So you can go to the same view tab and you can go to the same slide master. Go to the first slide master and you can put this color. You can copy this and you can put it on the top of your slide. So the top of on the master. If you do it on the master, then it will be available in all the presentation. For example, I cut it and I put it here. And then I cut it and I put it on the top here. I don't recommend because my logo is there, but still, since I asked, I'm explaining it. Let me put it back in the same thing. Now, if I close this, now you can see this will be available on top on all the second and third and fourth slide, whereas it will be available on the bottom in the first slide. So these are all, as I told, your own creativity, But other things you want to do, you can do it by as per your own creativity. Okay, right? I'm saying these are all the options available. Yes.
Satish, can you please explain me again? I've saved in the custom design, and then while saving, when I open it, the default whatever I have created, it's not coming. How can you teach me again?
Right click on the design which you have created. There is a template available under the custom.
Yeah, I got it. That.
And you can see set as default.
That I have done.
Okay. Then close this file and open it. Then whenever you open it, this default template will be available.
Okay, let me try that.
Right. So, if others don't have any doubts, shall we move on? Srikant, can we get the recording of the session in WhatsApp? I don't know. I think maybe Ajay will address that. We'll ask him in the last. Paniappan said no doubts. Karthik, yes, we will. Yes, thank you, Karthik. We'll move on. Right. So as I told, we have a Word file. In this Word file, I have some content available. So I can see this is a heading. How I'm saying this is a heading is in Word. You can see it says this top one is the heading 1. You can see it's a heading 1. And these are all, you can see these are all heading 2. That means this is the main point. These are all the sub points. And this is the main point. Below this, these are all the sub points. Now I want to convert this into a PowerPoint presentation. But what is the challenge here is we are going to import or we are going to export. There are 2 files available. Let me open anything. You can see there is the export. I will share this file also with you. After the training is over, I will share this file. So you can see this file, export to PowerPoint. I have some list of points available. So as I told, this is a heading 1, this is heading 2, and these are all the heading 1. Okay. Now this one I want to put it in a PowerPoint presentation. This one I want to put it in a PowerPoint presentation, slide wise. So normally what the people will do is, suppose I want this as a heading. You open the heading, you open the PowerPoint, insert a slide here, and copy the heading, and we will put it here. Correct? And go to the Word again and copy all the points, copy this and go to PowerPoint and paste it here, which is more complicated, right? So every slide I cannot go here and copy. If it is 2 or 3 points, very well you can do that. Very well you can copy, paste, you can do that. Suppose I have more than 10 points. Here you can see it going for more than 11 pages. 11 pages it's available. So I cannot copy and paste all the 11 pages, which is very, very, very complicated. It will take more time also, right? Instead of this, we are going to see 2 methods. One is, how can I convert this into a PowerPoint, into a new PowerPoint presentation? Second one is how to import it to this existing PowerPoint presentation. We'll see both now. First, let us see how to put it onto the new PowerPoint presentation. I am in the Word document. From the Word document, that's the power of using this Microsoft Office. If you're using other tools, it's very tough here to copy and paste. What is the power here is, you can see there is an option available called as send to PowerPoint. Send to PowerPoint. There is an option called as send to PowerPoint in Word. In Word, you should have this option called as send to PowerPoint. But let me check where is that send to PowerPoint. I'm going to Home, Insert, Design, Layout, and I'm checking. Unfortunately, I am not able to see that send to PowerPoint in my menus, in my tabs or ribbons. I'm not able to see it. If you are not able to see it, no worries, because I don't know whether you know it, there are more than 15,000 features are available in the latest version. More than 15,000 features are available in Microsoft. You cannot get all the 15,000 features in one screen, right? Some features may be hidden on the background. Like this option is hidden on the background. How can I get that option if it is hidden? If it is available, you can use it. If it is hidden, how can you get it? Go to the quad here. You can see the quad is available here, right? You can go to the quad and make a right click on the quad. Right click on the quad. Right click on the quad. After you make a right click on the quad, you can see there is an option called as customize quick access toolbar. It will work in all the version. No worries. It can be 2007, 10, 13, 16, 19. It will work in all the version. Right click and go to the customize quick access toolbar. Right click, customize quick access toolbar. You can see a menu is appearing. A menu is appearing here where you can see it says popular commands. It says popular commands. Instead of the popular, select commands not in the ribbon. Commands available in the ribbon, you already have it. We have searched it, it's not available. So let me check it in the commands not in the ribbon. Commands not in the ribbon. Click this, commands not in the ribbon. So these are all the options which is not available in the ribbon here. So many options are available. These are all the options not available in the ribbon. You can scroll it manually and you can find it. If you are patient enough, you can scroll it and you can find it. That's okay. Or else press click here, click somewhere else here and press the first letter of send to. Yes. Just to press yes. Don't press yes, E. It will not work. You have to press yes. Yes. And scroll down and you can find an option called as send to Microsoft PowerPoint. You can see this option is available here. Correct? Send to Microsoft. Maybe the icon may be different from version to version. Option is same. The icon may differ. Latest version, the icon is different. Old version, the icon may be different. Okay. Send to Microsoft PowerPoint. This option is available. Find that option and select that option, send it to PowerPoint and add that option. How can I add it? Is double click to add or click on the add button. Either make a double click or click on the add button, whichever is easier. I think both are easier. So let me click on the add button. I click on the add button. Just click on add. You can see it is added to the PowerPoint is added to the quad here. Save, undo and redo. Next to that you can see the send to PowerPoint is available. Okay. I repeat this one more time. Right click on the quad, go to the customize quick access toolbar and go to the popular. Instead of popular, go to commands not in the ribbon and click here and scroll and find it out, or else press the first letter of send to yes, and then you have to scroll and you can find this option called as send to Microsoft PowerPoint and click on add. After clicking on add, you can say okay, that's it. Now you can see the magic will happen here. Just you can see that button send to PowerPoint is available here. You can see the send to PowerPoint button is available. Very simple. Just to click on that send to PowerPoint. That's it. That's it. It's very simple. You can see it has opened a PowerPoint presentation. It has exported all our points into a PowerPoint presentation. As I told, a magic has happened here, which I can say manually, if you are trying to do this, it's impossible to do this even if so faster within a span of second. Manually, if you copy paste, it's more complicated. One click, we have created a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, clear? Yes, it's a magic. It's a magic. Yes, great, excellent, perfect. Yes. So then I do Excel and other tools have the such export option. Excel is a totally different concept. Excel, we don't have a points, right? Excel will have a table or Excel will have a chart. Excel either it will have a table, either it will have the chart. Okay, that is a different concept, but we are going to see it in the course of training. How to put the Excel, how to link the Excel, how to open the Excel on the PowerPoint presentation, how to make a hyperlink, how to handle the link. So many are available, but Excel doesn't have the points. If it is having the points, you can do it. It doesn't have a point, but there is a separate concept for it. But we will see how to do it. Will it get pasted in the same font on the customize? That we will see how to get it. This will not be on the same template. This will not be on the same template. But if you want it on the same template, we are going to see the next part. Next part, we will see how to put it on the same template. Okay. Right. Now let us save this file first of all. Control S. I'm saving the file. And wherever you want, you can save the file. For example, I'm saving the file in some other location because I'm going to use this file in the later session. So let me save the file. Okay. Now I'm closing this and I'll go to PowerPoint. Already I have created some 2 or 3 slides. Earlier session, what we did is we have from the Word file, we have exported this to a new PowerPoint presentation. But now let us open another Word file. I have one more Word file, or you can open the same file also. That's your wish. I'm opening some other file. This file, I want to import it to this PowerPoint presentation. I want to import it here to this PowerPoint presentation. Once again, I don't want to copy, paste, and do it, which will take more time rather than this. First, let us close this file because while importing, I recommend you to close it because when you open it, it may give some read-only error also. So let me close this. I'm closing this. Come to PowerPoint and place the cursor where you want to import it. If you want to import it after the slide number 1, place it after slide number 1. If you want to insert it after slide number 3, place it after slide number 3. Wherever you want to import, just place the cursor. I'm placing the cursor here. Go to Home tab, New Slide, but don't click on the new slide straight away. If you click on the new slide straight away, it will insert the new slide. Don't do that. Click on the drop down. There is an arrow mark away. Go to the arrow mark, drop down. On the arrow mark, you can see there is an option called as Slides from Outline. There is an option called as Slides from Outline. You can see the second magic will happen here. Home, New Slide, Slides from Outline. Click on Slides from Outline. And then what you do is select that file which you want to import. Select the file. I think this is the file. Select that Word file and simply click on Insert here. Just to select the file and click on Insert. That's all. That's all. Now you can see that is imported to your existing PowerPoint presentation. You can see here it has been imported here. All the slide has been imported to the existing PowerPoint presentation. Last session we have seen how to put it in the new PowerPoint presentation. Now we have seen how to insert it to the existing PowerPoint presentation. Go to the Home, New Slide, and go to the Slides from Outline and select it and simply say Open here. That's it. It will be inserted to the existing PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Only thing is in the source data that is in the Word file, you have to have this heading 1, heading 1. So based on that only system will understand which should be your heading, which should be your subheading. So click here and make it as heading 1 and click this and make it as heading 2, or else even you can use the shortcut key for it also. So if you want to make this as heading 1, Control Alt 1. Control Alt 1 is the shortcut key for heading 1. Control Alt 2 is heading 2. Control Alt 3 is heading 3. So like this, it has to be formatted. Then only the system will understand which should be on the heading, which should be on the subheading. Otherwise, it will treat everything as the heading. So you have to say which is the heading 1, which is the heading 2 in the Word document. That's all. Then click on a button. It will be imported or exported to the PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Any doubts? Any queries? Any questions? Yes. No? Super. HP Pentium. VM super. Can you show the imported slide? That's what this is the imported slide. These are all the slides which has been imported. This is the slide which has been imported. show us which up. So you want to see that Word file. It's not pasted, it's just exporting. So you want to see that Word file. This is the Word. This is the Word actually. So this is the Word. From the Word, we have got it to the PowerPoint presentation. From a new PPT, how to send the PPT I require. That's I will tell you next. Now we have seen only from a PowerPoint, sorry, Word to PowerPoint. Next I will explain how to put it into PowerPoint to PowerPoint. PowerPoint to PowerPoint I will say. Please repeat. Which you want to repeat? If you want to export to Word to PowerPoint, then you have to insert this button called as Send to PowerPoint. Right click, go to the Customize Quick Access toolbar, and go to Comments Not in the Ribbon, and find the option called as Send to PowerPoint. And you have to add the button, add, and you can say OK. Now that button will be available here. Just click it. That will be imported to a new PowerPoint. But the existing PowerPoint, you have to go to Home, New Slide, Slides from Outline, and select that Word file. Select the Word file and say OK. That will be imported. Okay. New PowerPoint or existing PowerPoint. New PowerPoint means you have to create a button in Word. Existing PowerPoint means go to Home, go to New Slide. Under New Slide, select the option called as Slides from Outline and select that file and say that's all. Okay. Clear? Shall we move to the next concept? Yes. Is there any queries or doubts? Okay. We'll move on to the next concept. So we have seen how to import it from Word to PowerPoint and export it to PowerPoint. Now let us see how to import some slides from one PowerPoint to another PowerPoint. For example, I already created some PowerPoint where I have some 4 or 5 slides. I want to bring that 4 or 5 slides to this existing PowerPoint. Normally what the people will do is they will open both the PowerPoint, copy the slide from copy, paste. You can do that. Very well you can do that. 100% you can do that. But what is the problem is it will not retain the same format. One problem is same format, same template will not be retained. If you assume that that PowerPoint is having a different template and this PowerPoint is having a different template, when you copy and paste, it will not maintain the same template. That's one problem. Another problem is, example, I want the one slide to be inserted after the slide number 19. Another slide I want after the slide number 24. Another slide I want it as after 26. So normally copy, paste, come here, paste, copy, come here, paste, which is more complicated, right? Instead of this, let us see how to bring the existing PowerPoint presentation to this another one PowerPoint to another PowerPoint. For that, you should have one more PowerPoint, right? So let us see how to do that. Go to the same Home tab. Go to the same Home tab. Go to the same New Slide. Go to the drop down of the New Slide and go to the last one, Reuse Slides. Reuse Slides. Last session we have selected Slide from Outline. Now you can see Reuse Slides. Click on the Reuse Slides. On the Reuse Slides, it will ask to browse. It will ask to browse. I'm getting already a slide is because already I have created a last session. A day before only I had one more PowerPoint presentation. That's why this is displayed. Normally it will not display. You have to click on browse. You have to click on browse. There will be a button browse. Just click on that browse, and select the PowerPoint presentation which you want to import. Select the PowerPoint. Any PowerPoint. Yeah. Any doubts? Any queries? Someone has unmuted your mic. Yes. Okay. Right. So let me select some other PowerPoint and I say OK or choose content. OK. Now you can see that PowerPoint presentation. What are all the slides available in that PowerPoint presentation will be displayed here. You can see what are all the slides available in that PowerPoint is displayed here. Right? All the slides available in the PowerPoint is displayed. You have to decide based on which template you want to insert this, whether based on the source formatting, The source formatting is available on the top in the latest version. Old version, the source formatting may be available at the bottom. Latest version is available on the top. Old version, this is available on the bottom. That's all. All the other things are same. So uncheck this. If you want this template, destination template, I want the slide to be imported based on this template. So you have to uncheck it. Or you want the slide to be imported on the source template, whatever the template available here, same template you want to import, uncheck it. If you want to import it with the source template, select it. If you want to import it with the destination template, uncheck it. So now I want to import it with this destination template. So I have unchecked it. Now you can select whichever the template. Suppose after the slide number 20, I want the first slide. So go to the first slide and make a click on the first slide. You can see the first slide is imported here with this template. And after the 25th slide, I want some other slide. I want the slide number 4. Click it. The slide number 4 will be imported. So like this. And after 28, I want the slide number 5 or any other slide. Just click it. That slide will be inserted. So very simply, you can import slides from one PowerPoint to another PowerPoint also. Okay. Yes, perfect, super. Thanks. And Jairam, please let me know whether you will be sending the notes for today's session. Notes. I think they are sending the video itself. If you want the notes also, we can do it. It will be in a PDF format. I think video should be a good one compared to notes. If you want the notes also, no problem. No problem. I will send you a PDF. Okay. Great. So let me close this as of now. Any queries? Any doubts? Yes, VM. Nice tips. Yes, normally that's what people will do. It is a time-consuming process. Correct. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. Now let us see some tips about how to start the slideshow and how to use the slideshow. Before that, let me insert the header and footer. I want to insert the header and footer. How do we insert the header and footer? Once again, two methods. Go to the insert tab. You can see the insert tab. Under insert, if you go to the insert, under insert, you can see there is a button called as header footer. Insert, you can see the header and footer. Method number 1. Method number 2. Alt Shift D. Alt Shift D. Alt Shift D is the shortcut key for inserting header and footer. Alt Shift D. You can press Alt Shift D also, whichever is easier. Either go to insert and click on header and footer, or go to Alt Shift D. So let me press Alt Shift D. It opens a dialog box. 3 options are available. I think we would have seen this 3 options while creating the master itself. Correct? When you create the master, you would have seen these 3 buttons on the master. 2 buttons on the bottom and 1 box. I placed it on the right hand side. You can see it shows here the preview. How is your preview? Left hand side, you can see there is a box. Right hand side, there is a box. Center, there is a box. Right hand side box, I placed it on the right hand side of my slide on the top middle. Okay, so these 3 boxes are available. If we enable everything, you can see that will highlight here. First, let me enable the date and time. I'm enabling the check the date and time. While enabling the date and time, you have 2 options: whether you want to update the date and timing, or you want the date and timing to be fixed. You know what is meant by updating and fixed. Updating means the date will update automatically. If you open tomorrow, the date will be 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, it will update. So this is date of presentation. And second one, fixed means date of creation. Let us select date of presentation. Update automatically. And what is the format of the date you want to update? So let me select this format. I want the day and the date to be displayed. I select this. And slide number, let me select the slide. You can see it is highlighting here. You can see it has become bolder. So date is already selected. Slide number, let me select the slide. You can see the slide number is bolder. And footer, let me select the footer. You can see the footer. What do you want it on the footer? Suppose I want to put my name on the footer. I'm putting my name on the footer area. And sometimes sometimes I don't want this header and footer to be displayed on the first slide, title slide. Sometimes people prefers only to be heading and subheading to be displayed on the first slide. You don't want the slide number or the header and footer to be displayed on the first slide. So what you can do is you can uncheck this option called as do not show on the title slide. Do not show. So it will not be shown on the first slide, title slide. Other slide it will be shown. But if you want it in all the slide, then uncheck it and say apply to all. Apply to all. That's it. Now you can notice that in all the slides, on the bottom I am getting the date and time, and you can see my name is displayed, and you can see here the slide number is also displayed. Okay. And if you need there is a query, if you need create a common template with the same font and title, content can customize. Yes, sir. That's what we did it in a design template, right? Same font, the title will be the same font, the content is a different one. If you want, suppose if you want the first slide should be the same slide, second slide should be the same slide, then that's a different template. Now what we did is about the designing. So same font, same title, everything will be up. Same font color throughout your presentation. That's what we did it in a template now. From the morning, that's what we did. Okay. Any doubts? Any queries? Any questions? Yes. Panipan said no. Yes.
Hello, sir. Shortcut key. I cannot hear properly, sir.
Which
For
shortcut
the
key?
last one.
Header
For
and
footer head.
Yes. Alt Shift D.
Okay.
Alt Shift D.
Yes, sir.
Fourth letter of header. Alt Shift.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Let us see some tips and tricks of slideshows. Slideshows. Shobana says, can we insert the image in header and footer? That if you want to insert the image in header and footer, you can do it in the master, right? That's what we did. So I want the image in header. That's what we did in the master. Correct? I have inserted. You can see the on the top of the header picture is available in all the slides. Same thing. So if you want to insert the images, then you can go to the master and insert the image that is available in all the slides. That is called the header and footer. These are all predefined header and footer. Right? Right. Super. Let us see furthermore tips and tricks on the slideshows. You can ask me what is there in slideshow, but we will see there are some features available in the slideshow. Let us start the slideshow first. I want to see this on the screen on the slideshow. To get the slideshow, there are 2 or 3 methods available. On the bottom of the status bar, you can see there is a button available for getting the slideshow. There is a button available. You can click on this button, method number 1. Latest version, this button is available on your Quat also. On the Quat also, you can see the slideshow button is available. Or else you can use the shortcut key also. The shortcut key for starting the slideshow, I think most of you, every one of you knows this, F5. You can just use the shortcut key called as F5. Function key F5. If I press F5, you can see your slideshow starts now. Slideshow. And I want to go to the next slide. If I want to go to the next slide, you know how to go to the next slide. There are various methods available to go to the next slide. You can press down arrow. You can press right arrow. You can press enter. You can press the space bar. Mouse click. N. N means next. You can press N. You can press page down. So many buttons are available. Right arrow, down arrow, enter, page down, space bar, N, mouse click. To go to the previous slide, if you want to go to the previous slide, page up arrow, left arrow, P for previous. So many options are available to move from one slide to another slide. But I want to jump from one slide. I want to jump from one slide to another. For example, I am in the slide number 4. I want to go to the slide number 10, or I want to go to the slide number 9. I want to jump from one slide to another slide. So what we do is very simple. If you know the slide number, just to press the slide number. For example, my slide number is 10. I want to go to the slide number 10. So let us press slide number 10, 10, or I want slide number 7. Type 7 and enter. It will go to the slide number 7. If you want to go to the slide number 12, 1, 2, enter. It will go to the slide number 2. It's very simple. If you know the slide number, type the slide number and enter. It will go to that particular slide. But as I told, if you know the slide number, you can do it. But unfortunately, I don't know the slide number. If I don't know the slide number, how can I jump between one slide to another slide? Then we can use the shortcut key, the key which we use it for saving a file. Control S. Let us press that Control S. If I press Control S, it will show you all the list of slides available. You can go to that particular slide, whichever the slide you want. You can select the slide and you can say enter or OK. It will go to that particular slide. If you know the slide number, type the slide number and press enter. If you don't know the slide number, just press Control S and select the slide number. Control S. But still, if you press Control S also, you can see it's showing the list of slide number. That is okay. But how can I go to the slide number is based on the heading. Based on the heading only, you will go to the particular slide. But I want to see the preview of the slide. Unfortunately, this option is available only in the latest version after 2013. If you are using the old version of 2007 and 10, whatever I'm going to say next, that is not available. The next option is not available in the old version. What you do is just to press the key called as minus. In old version, if you press minus, it will close your slideshow. But latest version, if you press minus, it shows the small preview of all your slide. Minus. One more minus, further minus. You can see it shows all the slide. Minus, minus. And I can see all the slides available on the screen. Suppose I want to jump to a particular slide. And remember a very important thing. Whatever I am doing now, that will be seen only by us. Next session, I am going to explain that. It will be seen only by us. But whereas since other user, a presenter cannot see this. Latest version, we have a shortcut key. Old version, there are some option available. I will say that. Minus, just press minus. It will show you all the list of slides as a preview. Suppose I want to go to the slide number 19 straight away here. Click on 19. It goes to the slide number 19. Okay. As I told, if you know the slide number, type the slide number. If you don't know the slide number, press Control S. Still, if you want to see the preview of the slide, you can press minus and you can see the preview of it. And you can select the slide and you can say OK also. Right. Now assume I want to close this PowerPoint presentation. I believe most of you know how to close the PowerPoint presentation. The most frequently used key, right? Escape. Just press Escape. It will come out of your PowerPoint presentation. Escape will come out of the PowerPoint presentation. Yes, I will explain. VM, I will explain. Can we see the presenter? Audience cannot see. That is called as presenter view. I will explain that. Maybe today last session is going to be that. Right? Before that, we will see some tips and tricks. Now I want to run the slideshow not from the first slide. I want to run the slideshow not from the first slide, from the current slide. If you want to run the slideshow from the current slide, you can press Shift F5. F5 will run from the first slide. Shift F5 will run from the current slide. If I press Shift F5, Shift F5 will run from the current slide. F5 will run from the first slide. Shift F5 will run from the current slide. Okay, fine. Now I want to pause the presentation. In between, I want to pause it. In between, I want to pause the presentation. To pass the presentation, we have two methods. One is you can press the key called as W. Just to press the key called as W, where your screen becomes white. If I press W, you can see your screen becomes white. In between, I am pausing the presentation. Suppose if you are giving a presentation, in between you want to take a break, you want to pause the presentation, W. Once again, press same W to revert back, to come back, or you can press any key also, any one of the key, any one of the key available on it. Why I am specifically saying that is in one training program it has happened. I asked any key, someone has asked where is any key. That's why I'm saying any one of the key, any one of the key. Either you can press W or you can press any one of the key to come back. Okay, but the problem is this W, it consumes some power. You can see the screen is white, it's consuming some power. So you can press B to make your screen to black or black. To come back, once again, you can press same B or you can press any one of the key also. Either press same B or you can press any one of the key available here. Okay. Right. Now, on a presentation, while giving a slideshow, while giving a PowerPoint slideshow here, B for blank. B for blank or black. Not P. P is for printout, not P. B for blank or black. B. Okay. Now, while giving a PowerPoint presentation, I want to do something. While giving it, I want to highlight something. I want to underline. I want to mark something here. So now my mouse pointer is like an arrow mark. I want to turn this mouse pointer to a pen. I want to use it as a pen. So remember the first letter for pen. Control P. Just press Control P. When you press Control P, you can see my mouse pointer has turned into a dot. A small dot is available, right? Using the dot, I can mark something here. I can draw something. You can see I'm drawing something here. I'm underlining something here. While giving a PowerPoint presentation, I want to put something. I want to mark something. I want to tick something here. I want to do something here. So like this, if you want to do something, you can press Control P for pen, Control P. These are all the things which we have to do it on the slideshow, not on a normal show. Slideshow. Control P. P for pen. P-E-N, pen, not T. Pen. Control P. Print out pen. It's like a pen, right? Pen, pencil. So Control P. Now I don't want this. I want to erase this. If I want to erase, remember the first letter of our erase. E. Control E. Just press Control E. E for eraser. Control E. When I press Control E, my cursor is turning into a eraser symbol, right? You can see my cursor is turning into a eraser symbol. Now I don't want this into mark. I want to erase this. Just click it. That will be erased. Control E for erasing one by one. If you want to erase one by one, you can use Control E. If you want to erase everything, I want to erase everything. Just press E. That's all. Everything will be erased. If I press Control E, one by one you can erase. If you press just E, everything will be erased. Only E, everything will be erased. Once again, I can press Control P. P for pen, pencil. And I can draw something. I can highlight something here. Okay. Control P is for pen. Latest version, old version, sorry, we don't have a shortcut key. We have to do it manually only. Old version. I want to highlight something. If you want to highlight, use the shortcut key Control I. Ink, I. Highlighter. So now what has become is my cursor has turned into a highlighter. Now I can highlight something. This point I want to highlight. This point I want to highlight. So if you want to highlight something, you can use the shortcut key Control I, latest version. Old version, you don't have a shortcut key for it. You don't have a shortcut key for highlighter. Old version, you have to make a right click on the slide and you have to go to the pointer option Under pointer option, you have to select this highlighter. Right click, pointer option, and you have to select the highlighter. Old version 2007 and 10, you have to do it like this. Latest version, you can use the shortcut key. Old version, you have to make a right click and you have to go to the highlight pointer option and you have to go to the highlighter. For erasing the highlighter also, same control E. Same control E. If you want to erase anything, you can use same control E. Control E for erasing one by one. If you just press E, everything will be erased. Okay. But what about the colors? Control P. My pen color is red. I don't like this pen color to be a red. I want to change the color for the pen. Right click, pointer option, ink color. Right click, pointer option, ink color. Right click, pointer option, ink color. Ink color, and you can select the different colors for the ink. The ink color may change from version to version. If you are using the latest version, there may be a different colors, and old version, you may have more colors also. Ink color, I'm selecting a purple color. So now if I draw something, you can see it will be in a purple color. Ink also same thing. Insert a ink and right click and go to the pointer option and you can change the color for your ink also. Okay. Now you can press escape to come out of the ink, escape to come out of the highlighter. For everything you can press escape. And assuming I'm proceeding with my presentation, now I press escape. You can see normally when you press escape, it will come out of your PowerPoint presentation. But now if you press escape, it will ask, do you want to keep the ink annotation? Whatever we have drawn, do you want to keep it or you want to discard it? Keep means it will be saved. Discard means it will not be saved. Let me select keep. So now if I go to that slide, you can see whatever you have drawn, that will be saved here. That will be saved here. Now if you don't want it, select it and you can just press delete. You can select this option and you can just press delete to remove this manually. So there you have to remove means you can use Control E and you can delete it one by one. Here you have to remove it means you can select it, you can come here, select it and delete it. Still we have some tips in this slideshow. We'll see that. Before that, any questions, any queries, any doubts? Great, super, excellent. What about others? Anyone has said no doubts? Great. Thank you. No doubts. Super. And great. Latest version after 2013. Latest version. If I run the slideshow, latest version. Normally, I think I don't know whether everyone knows this. We will be using a laser pointer, right? Normal laser pointer. Laser pointer is available. Latest version laser pointer is not required. Control L, laser Control L. If I press Control L, my mouse turns into a laser pointer here. You can see it has turned into a laser. If you want to put something, if you want to highlight something here, you can use this as a laser pointer. Okay, laser pointer. But by default, the laser pointer only will be in red. Unfortunately, as I told, old version it's not available. Latest version, the laser pointer is in red. But if you don't want the laser pointer in red color, some other color means no, you have to come out of the PowerPoint presentation. Come out of the PowerPoint presentation and go to the slideshow. Setup slideshow. Go to the slideshow. Setup slideshow, and you can change the laser pointer color here. You can see. You can change. Only 3 colors are available on the laser pointer. You can change the laser pointer. Okay. Right. By default, the laser pointer color are in red only. But sometimes in the market, green laser pointer is also available nowadays. Nowadays, green laser pointer is also available. But if you want to change it, there is an option for changing here. Okay. Good. Now, 2 things I want to share. One is the mini slideshow. I want to see the mini slideshow. What is that mini slideshow is? Instead of seeing it on a full screen, I want to show a mini slideshow. You can press the Alt key, just to press the Alt key, and you can see the slideshow button is available, right? On this status bar slideshow. Hold the Alt key and click on the slideshow. You can see a mini slideshow will appear. On the top, you can see a mini slideshow will appear. Mini slideshow, small slideshow. Okay. So where we can see a small slideshow on the top. A smaller one. Rather than seeing it on the full screen, you can see a mini slideshow. It will save your time. Rather than running every time on the full screen, it may increase your file size and other things. So you can have a mini slideshow also. Okay. The next and the last very useful feature, a powerful feature called as a presenter view. What is that presenter view? An audience can have a different view and presenter can have a different view. Old version, you have to connect your laptop or your desktop to a projector, then only it will work. Latest version, it will work by a shortcut key. Latest version, no need for connecting to a projector also. Straight away it will open. I will explain both. Okay, first step, what you have to do is go to the slideshow. Go to the tab called as slideshow. Go to the tab called as slideshow. Under the tab called as slideshow, see whether this use presenter view is enabled. Use presenter view is enabled. If it is not enabled, please enable it. I think it's enabled by default. If it is not enabled, please enable it. After enabling this use presenter view, now, as I told in old version, it will work when you are connected with the projector only. You have to connect with the projector in old version. Latest version, no need for connecting the projector. It will work straight away. Latest version, you can use the shortcut key Alt F5. Alt F5. Where an audience will have a different view, where a presenter will have a different view. Actually, as an audience, you are seeing only the slideshow. As an audience, you are seeing only the slideshow. But as a presenter, I am seeing some other. I will show you. I will show you that now. Maybe a latest version, you can see that the presenter view will appear on your screen. Correct? I will show you the presenter view. So I'm showing the presenter view to you now. So this is how the presenter view will be. This is the presenter view. As an audience, you will see only the slideshow. I have changed it. I will tell you how to change it also. So the presenter will see it like this. You can see it shows the timing here. What is the timing of your slideshow? And you can see on the right hand side it shows what is the current timing. It shows the slideshow. On the right hand side it shows what is your next slide. And you can see the notes is displayed here. What is the notes? Normally you will not see the notes, right? You can see the notes. And you can see it shows what is the total number of slides. Out of that, we are in the first slide. And you can see the pen, everything is available here. Pen, marker, everything will be available. You can change, you can swap it. You can see the display settings and you can swap. Swap presenter view here, audience view in a different way. So you can swap your monitors when you are connected with the projector. When you are connected with the projector. So audience can have a different view. Parallelly, as a presenter, you can go to this show taskbar. If you click on show taskbar, you can see the taskbar will be shown here. You can open Excel, you can open PowerPoint, you can open some other tool and you can work on it. But whereas the audience cannot see that. Audience can see only the slideshow. So this show in presenter, show taskbar. Okay. So latest version, you can press Alt F5. If it is an old version, you have to enable this. You have to connect it with the projector. Enable this, connect it with the projector, and you have to press Windows P. After pressing Windows P, you have to select something called as Extend. You have to select the option called as Extend. Then run the slideshow. Old version. Old version. Enable the presenter view. Windows P. Then click on the Extend. Then you have to run the slideshow. That's what in the old version. Latest version, straight away if you press Alt F5, you can see the presenter view on your screen. I think you would have seen a very lesser option on the course content. I have covered more than which is available in the course content. These are all the actually this one presenter view is not a part of your course, but since I want to explain this, I want everyone to know this concept. That's why I explained this. Okay, right? So any other doubts, any other queries, any other questions here?
Yeah, Satish Aragandan.
Yes, sir.
Just recall this. Then the presenter view, we are presenting only PPT, but rest of the times, sometime we are opening other files. This will not shown to the presenter audience. How once again can you explain?
First, what you do is go to the what is the version you are using, sir? Any idea?
Windows 10.
No. Office, Microsoft Office.
Microsoft.
Okay, fine. Latest version means go to the slideshow. Under slideshow, you have to enable the presenter view. Go to the button tab called the slideshow. Under the tab slideshow, you can enable this presenter view. That's the first thing. Second thing is you can use the shortcut key Alt F5. Hold the Alt key and press F5. Alt F5.
Okay.
Right? And then
okay.
Ramasamy has asked how to check the version. You have to go to the start and you can click on a particular software. You have to click it. That's the only thing. You have to click on the word Excel and PowerPoint. While opening, it will show you what is the version of it. While opening, suppose I open an Excel or I will open a PowerPoint. And the opening screen, you will show, you can see Office 365. Now you have to check the version. Training videos, record slide, in marking.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Satish, ourselves, yeah, 365, Office 365, yes.
Okay, then it will work 100%. Super.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah, fine.
Okay. And to record the video, writing, marking, everything you can do it. Just I'm explaining, you try. Anyway, that is our future course of content. Go to the slideshow. There is a button called as record slideshow. Please try for it. I'm just explaining, you can try that. Slideshow, you can see record slideshow. There is an option. And to convert it as a video, you can go to file. Under file, you can see export. On the export, you can see there is an option called as create video. Okay. So where you can make it as a video. Try that, because if I try this, it will take more time. That's why I'm just explaining. VM, you can try for this. Okay. And how to update to new version to old. You have to buy the software, sir. You have to buy the software. And I think Office 365, now it's very cheaper. Just 2,000, 3,000 rupees, you can get the Office 365 for 1 year. One suggestion, please. Do you think we have to use the dry transition animation? Yes, sir. Sometimes it's required. I cannot say every time. Sometimes it's required. For example, if I'm giving a chart, suppose I want to see, if I want to see the trend, first I want to see only the January month. Then I want to see whether the January month, the February month is more than the January month. So January should appear, then the February should appear, then the March should appear. There I think animation is more appropriate. And when you are creating a smart art graphics, level by level, first box will appear. Below company we have first MD, below MD we have vice president. So one box it appears, then that will be a good. So sometimes I think animations, anyway, in our training we will be teaching what are all the professional animation required, not the simple animation and other things. Okay. Sometimes animation is required, animation and transitions is required. Sometimes while presenting, you can see there is something called as rehearsing. One slide itself you can have multiple. For example, if I click on a button, 2017 chart should appear. If I click on another button, 2018 chart should appear. If I click on another button, 2019 chart should appear. For that we can use animation and transition. which will be very useful for presenting, right? Maybe we are going to see the animation in our next course of training. So as of now, as of the course content and other things is concerned, that's all from me today. If you have any doubts or any queries on what all we have learned, I will try to clear it. I will share you the list of shortcut keys, no problem. Yes, I will share you all the list of shortcuts. But the important thing is you have to practice, practice, and practice. If you are not practicing, then you forget the shortcut.
Yeah, Satish, thank you very much. Already you have informed me about the next two sessions. So definitely I will join. I will learn little bit more over and about this present training. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very much interested to learn more and more on the PPT perspective. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Thanks.
Great. Ajay, are you there? You can take over.
Yes, Satish.
Please.
As usual, thank you so much, Satish, for conducting an extensive training on Microsoft PowerPoint. I was completely with the training, and I was thinking that Microsoft PowerPoint is easy, and it is, as I have been using it. My thought process was, what is there new to learn in it? But for the first 10 minutes itself, I found there are lots of things that I have not used and I have not known. The things you have covered. Thank you so much. And I request participants to, one or two participants to share your feedback about the session. You can please unmute yourself and you can speak.
Hi, I'm Vasanthi Madhavan.
Yes.
I have been a content developer myself for 2-3 years, but little did I know that there are too many shortcuts, and particularly the import from Word to PowerPoint was a very good catch point for me today. And I'm equally looking forward to attend the animation session also. And thanks a lot. It was very user friendly. Your communication was very slow, and we could match with the pace and understand exactly yours. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, a very happy afternoon, Satish.
Yes.
A very happy afternoon, Satish.
Thank you, Mr.
A sales coach and a sales facilitator by myself. I found this
Okay.
session very interesting, and all these tips I'm sure will go a long way to make us as a better trainers and better facilitators. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Satish. This is Selvaraj.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, it's an effective presentation, especially people are going for business purpose as well as the faculty like me. It's going to be very helpful to us. I have one doubt regarding that. Something like, can we able to carry out any kind of calculation or something like that? It's possible in this 365?
Yes, we can bring the Excel to PowerPoint. You can embed the Excel to PowerPoint and you can do the calculation also. That's possible.
Okay. Thank you, Satish. Thank you.
Yes. Before that, next query, Damodaran asked for a small query, how to learn the PowerPoint, whether going by the tab. You should not go by the tab. Tab it would not work. You have to go by the concept. First is how to create a template, then how to insert a text box, then how to insert a video, then how to insert a chart. You have to go by the module, don't go by the tab. If you go by the tab, it will not work properly. Yes. Okay. Yes, Ajay, you can go.
Any other participants want to share your feedback?
Yeah, Ajay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please go ahead, sir.
Program, sir. Very much
Thank you, sir.
Special, I think that PowerPoint presenter options are very beautiful and useful for us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We are expecting
Thank you, sir.
some tables and chart in next session actually.
Yes, yes. Next session we are going to see about this.
Okay, okay, sir. We are more expecting that one, but today we are learning some new things like the slideshow. Slideshow we are going to memories forward. We are press number and we enter. We go to the magic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vijay.
So, yeah, thank you, sir. Any other participant want to share your feedback? We will post
We
the.
we
Yeah, yes, sir. Please.
excuse me. Yeah,
Yeah, please.
we
Please go ahead,
enjoyed
sir.
the session. This is a wonderful session to have on the Teachers' Day. Thank you, Mr. Satish.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your feedback, sir. Uh, yes, we will share a feedback form link. It is a Google form link. We request you to please click the link and give your feedback. It will take a minute time. And we will also share the registration form for the paid sessions. So for those who are interested, you can register yourself. My team member Aparna will get in touch with you regarding the further process. And also regarding the Microsoft Excel course, the light version, we will keep you posted. Whoever are interested, you can register yourself and you can take part in the session. I once again thank you all for spending your time wisely investing it in the Saturday morning, and I wish you all very best wishes for you. Thank you.
Yeah,
We will
Subramani,
close
just a
them.
minute.
Yeah.
I need one
Yes.
clarification.
Yes.
Can you share the
Yes.
contents of the paid version? What
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are
I will.
going
I
to
will
cover?
share. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
please.
Briefly, I have shared. Yeah. Briefly, I have shared the contents, sir. Maybe I
Yes, sir.
can share you the detailed contents also.
Yeah, it will be better for when you are going to share through the WhatsApp. Just we can able to go
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
that one.
On WhatsApp, I will share you a PDF which will have
Yeah, yeah.
all these 3 sessions details.
Okay, thank you, Subramani. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all. If there is no further queries, we will close the session by in another 1 minute.
Okay. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, Satish. We will
Thank you,
see you
sir.
next
Thank
session.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. So, Jay, I'm signing off. I think you are taking care of the recording, right?